Hello everyone, this is a joy for me to see you again for a new video today, especially since more and more of you are following us and we are really happy about that. Today we will try to answer the question, will a bull market soon return? Let's go! This is a question that everyone is trying to answer. When those think that we still have to go through hell and reach lower level in the $1,800 or even $1,200, it might still be interesting to listen to those who think we are at the end of the decline. What if they are right? Let's analyze that. First point, the longest bear market in the history of Bitcoin. If this is not a sure thing, it is in any case an interesting perspective. We counted and we are more than 430 days from the top met in January 2018 to nearly $20,000 for the Bitcoins. And it's long, 430 days. It's the longest bear market in the history of Bitcoin. Okay, that's right, he's only 10 years old. But still, especially since this represents a decrease of more than 83% compared to its top. Before that, the longest period in the bear market lasted 408 days, and that was in 2014. Considering this is not unreasonable to think that we are getting closer and closer to the end of the downward trend. A trend that, given the market elements, could not continue indefinitely downwards. The second point is the fundamental. Go to a specialized crypto news website. What is the feeling? Is it more good news or not? We are not talking about a crypto that would have made a rebranding like in 2017. Oh look, Fun will change its logo. Oh, Fun just increased of more than 85%. Not at all. We are not talking about pension funds that are entering the cryptos. Positive developments for ETF on the BTC. Growing adoption. Facebook entering the blockchain world. Backed. Russia investing to counter US sanctions. The Nasdaq also using the blockchain, etc., etc. In short, we are no longer talking about the individual. We are now beginning to see a professionalization, a stabilization, an improvement in the fundamental condition. And what if all those news are still undervalued? That's the question. While it is hard to say what will catalyze the increase, it is undeniable that the feeling is more positive every day. And just saying that gives me a big smile. The third point is the double bottom configuration that can be seen on the BTC graph. Indeed, supporters of the end of the decline also see a double bottom formation on the BTC graph. And here we are talking about the Adam and Eve. This configuration is bullish and is often very popular. Our view is that if it does not confirm a real trend reversal, it could in any case indicate an increase in the relatively short term. So that's another encouraging point. The fourth element, we may be in January 2018, but in reverse. The last argument in favor of ending the bear market would be to reverse January's situation. We know that in January 2018 we reached a top and that the fall that followed was very similar to the crash of the dot-com bubble in 2000. The whole value of the pattern analysis is to prove that history repeats itself because the psychology of price remains essentially the same. Just the power transition between buyers and sellers could be analyzed in the other direction. Look at this graph. In January 2017 we had a top followed by another and finally a bullish narrowing wedge, a sign of a fall. By inverting, we have two V bottom followed by a bullish narrowing wedges. Well, looking at the current situation, that's also what we have now. The comparison is surprising and this analysis could well be an additional and important sign that we are perhaps at the end of the fall. If a return to the $3,200 really doesn't seem impossible, looking at this graph, it seems more and more likely to see a further growth. Now to know if the counter-arguments balance those of the supporters of bearish continuation, we give you the opportunity to form your own opinion. For us, all those elements have reinforced our general feeling we are probably almost there. Wow, it feels so good to say that. That's it, that's already the end of this video. If you are not a subscriber, you know what to do. Click on the button and stay up to date on the latest news. I see you next week for another video. See you next time!